Happy Thursday, everybody. A few weeks ago, I spent 2 weeks with a bunch of Saudi Arabian doctors, nurses, and administrators. They came to Chicago for a summit, a global summit that was terrific. And I I found out within 2 days, maybe within a day and a half, they have all the same problems we have. I said to one of them in my naivete, but you've got all this money. How can you have the same problems we have? And he looked at me compassionately, like a grandfather would. And he said, Kevin, money doesn't solve a lot of problems. Okay. So throughout the 2 weeks, we had a rollicking time. I got a chance to sit in with some of the other presenters who were terrific, and it was very interesting. At the end of my part, I was the cleanup act. I was the last person they heard, and I had seen some of the other presenters before, and they were terrific. I mean, they were really very good presenters, but they were working at tables. You know how sometimes at these conferences you work at tables with your buddies and stuff. And so when I got there, I decided to do something different. So I broke them up into groups of three. They discussed, another group of three. They discussed some stuff. We got into a circle. They were not used to this kind of setup all the time, I don't think. So, but gradually it became more and more energy was in the room, because the expertise was coming not really from me. The expertise was coming from everything they learned and everything they were ready for. At the end of the program, it was very interesting. Sometimes people come up, when people present, when you present, people will say, oh, thanks, that was really great. And what I've learned to say is, instead of only thank you, I say, thank you, what did you like best? I forgot to do that this time. So somebody would come up and say, that was really great, Kevin. I said, oh, thank you. And then they would move. I don't know if this is a Saudi thing or not, but it should be an American thing too. Each one leaned forward and said, can I tell you exactly what I liked? Sure. Take it. I mean, I was almost feeling tearful during some of what they said. Their feedback was so specific, so united with something that they did and learned, with something that apparently I did, that they were giving me credit for. It was very interesting to hear specific and somewhat detailed ideas, that feedback that I apparently had somehow prompted in them. It reminded me that I should do that. I should be more specific with everybody, with a lot of people. Flight attendant that I'm going to see later today, some of my colleagues I'm going to meet with tomorrow. Maybe I should be more specific about what it is that I really liked about what happened. Give that a try this time. You might try it at home. You could also try it at work. It doesn't have to be something that's overly sweet. It has to be specific. Something that happened between you and that other person that you liked, learned, or appreciated. When you do that, it's, well, why don't you try it this week and then let me know. I'm Kevin O'Connor. You can get me at kevinoc.com. I'll see you next Thursday.